feel like we needed like that to just keep rocking, right? Like it cuts off a little bit more. But hey, everybody, Joe, Rich, everybody that is watching this or checking out the replay, welcome to the Happy Hill Kickstarter closing ceremonies party. What's up, guys? How you been?
I want to just speak to the people of the future. If you're watching this on the replay, it's been heavily edited. So just know that sometimes my voice is dubbed in. It's not me all the time. But for the rest of you, it's been made acceptable by Kickstarter standards, because sometimes I tend to fly off of the mouth.
You, Joe? What?
Yeah, it's okay.
Rich, how you been?
I've been good, man. Good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Enjoying the comeback of the nice summer-ish weather. Excited for the start of that. And yeah, super excited about how the Kickstarters roll this latest launch. Just so that we can set the expectations for people tuning in. The plan is to talk a little bit about the Kickstarter, talk a little bit about the book, thank our backers for once again coming out and supporting this thing. Also, let's set a goal to up that backer count while we're live here. So I'm writing it down. We are at 342 backers. Kind of hoping that we can get to 350 by midnight. So what do you think, guys? What should our backer goal while we're live be?
1,000. And what I like to set it at a high bar, But yeah, dude, even just the amount of people that keep coming back and wanting to check in on the next installment is very, very appreciated and inspiring.
Yeah. And so, yeah, let's get at least 5 more backers while we're on live. And if you are tuning in live while we're still going, we are going to be giving away some prizes during this broadcast. And all you have to do is be a backer to be a prize. The way we'll do it is every backer gets assigned a number on Kickstarter, and we will use a random number generator, pull that number, match that number to your backer. If you are backing at a digital level, your prize is going to be a digital prize. If you are backing at our physical level, which starts at just $15, come on, it's a steal. It's a steal. You will be eligible for a physical prize. So that's how we're going to rock and roll this during the broadcast. But just so we set the stage, right now we've got 3 hours to go for the Happy Hill Kickstarter campaign. Joe, why don't you tell the folks that maybe haven't checked this sucker out yet what Happy Hill is all about?
So Happy Hill is pretty much my brainchild with Richard Douek, which is pretty much The Shining meets Willy Wonka. So I wanted to create a place where it's wondrous and every wish could come true, but every wish could come true to make you as happy as could be. But like anything in life, that happiness is going to come at a cost. And how much are you willing to pay? Because I feel like very much like in the vein of an Edgar Wright type story where I think he did it best in Shaun of the Dead, where you were like, I found myself as the viewer questioning a lot of the decisions the main characters are making and being like, wow, could I do that? Could I do that? Could I do that? Could I do that? Would I do that? And hopefully that's the same kind of idea generator we've set up within the pages. But I will say this, it's from everyone that I know that has read it, they are genuinely like having a good time reading it. Like, I can't tell you how many people have reached out to me, like other professional creators, readers that are just like, it's such a fun book. I look forward to reading every single issue because it's so, it does scare me and it is gross in certain areas. And it's very in step with a horror book, but there's also so much light and humor and good vibes to it that they're like, I don't know why I want to keep going back, but I do. And, I just kind of hope to keep that rolling on the subsequent issues.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so this is the 4th issue. It's sort of the penultimate issue of the first arc. So the first storyline will be wrapping with our next issue, Happy Hill 5. I'm going to just pull up a little bit of just the new issue so that you can first see my desktop background here. But let me pull up some of the new issue.
Charlie.
We won't give too many spoilers. Yep, gotta love Charlie there. We won't give too many spoilers, but another cool thing about this, the way we've been doing our Kickstarters for Happy Hill, because we're trying to do a monthly-ish. We've been trying to do a monthly-ish schedule. It's been a little bit tough with the paper shortage and just Diamond working with Diamond schedule and everything else. But we worked ahead on this project, so backers of this project will actually get their digital versions like as soon as the Kickstarter finishes doing its thing and collecting pledges, and then the physical will actually be hot on its heels because we've already sent the book to print. So this is obviously our lovely and ominous fourth issue cover. This is the variant cover, and then we have a couple ComixTribe exclusives, including this inks only cover. And then we're doing, because they've just proven super popular with our fans, a metal cover. And this is Ryan Lee, right, Joe?
Ryan Lee, absolutely killing that metal cover.
Absolutely. So yeah, this the new issue sort of tells a little bit about the fate of Mackenzie and Mackenzie's dad. We sort of return back to him, and then we also like things get weird here. Things get a little bit weird in this one, but it's a beautiful issue. Rich, anything that you want to say about contributing to the issue and the Happy Hill universe and where things are going?
Well, Joe's brain is kind of like Willy Wonka meets The Shining. It's been a lot of fun. It's like going to this like Wonderland, and there's just like so much going on. Kind of like one of the great things about co-writing it with him has been like just helping to bring all these like wild ideas that Joe had to life, because this book has been, I think, like one of Joe's, like a book that's like really been knocking around in Joe's head for a while. Not to speak for Joe, but I mean we were even talking about this book even when we were making Wailing Blade together, and I love the concept, and I was really just like really honored and happy when he asked me to collaborate with him on it. So yeah, I've had a great time writing it. It's like, way different vibe than a lot of my other horror work that I've written. Like, stuff like Road of Bones and Sea of Sorrows are very kind of like more serious. Didn't have that kind of comedy element here. But Joe's one of the funniest guys I know. So bringing the comedy element into this was pretty effortless.
Look, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you're watching this right now and you haven't backed issue 4, and I can't tell you in exactly what the context is, but I will just tell you that issue 4 asks the question that every human being at one point asked themselves: how many 5-year-olds could you beat up at one time? Now, you know what? If you want that kind of entertainment, if you want to know what the answers the characters say to that are, you've got to get the book. Bottom line, that's it. You've got to buy the book to answer these searing psychological questions for our times.
Yeah, that's like the first thing Joe asks somebody when he meets them at like a comic convention or a bar afterwards. It's really important. You can tell a lot about a person.
You can tell a lot about a person. Like if they look disgusted, probably not going to be hanging out with you for the night. There's different things.
Yeah, spoken like someone with two young girls at home. How many?
Oh, the questions.
How many of you?
Yeah,
and I'm sure little girl parties in your day, Joe, where it's like we gotta send a message to these little ones.
Say this about the book.
Yeah,
it's been so much fun to create it with Rich, because of the fact, like, and Rich will tell you, we had so many subplots and all this stuff, and by we I mean me, and like Rich came in and like an expert ninja just cut down all the excess, all the garbage, all the fat, and made the story so streamlined. He made it such a better product from top to bottom. It's the best. He's generally my favorite person to collaborate with. So like doing this book with him, dream come true for me personally. And then to see so many people reacting positively to it. It's been awesome. And like the intent really was, I kind of really got into the hub of creating this during the COVID shutdown and lockdown and all that stuff, and just kind of put my head down and started doing it. And my intention was, you know what, no matter what's going on outside in the world, I can sit down, I can go into the doors of Happy Hill and then in the pages and get lost and have fun with it. And like, that's genuinely the sense I wanted readers to have when they read the book. Like, just don't worry about anything for, you know, the next 22, 24, 28 pages. We're going to take you on a ride. And then, you know, then you can go back to your crazy, you know, life afterwards. But hopefully we get to entertain as many people as possible. At least with this first arc.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And also, just like you know, working with Soto on colors and Hassan on letters has been amazing. I mean, like, they're both tremendous talents, and you know, they really both like elevated the book, like with their own like expertise. Like, you know, Soto, just his colors bring Joe's art to life like almost no other colorist I've seen over Joe's art, and just like the stuff Haas does with the letters, especially like sound effects and captions and things like that, has just been like just amazing from like start to finish. So, you know, got like a real great team on the book, and you know, I think it really shows, because each issue just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, and we've definitely had people reach out, even people that didn't find us on Kickstarter, but got it from their local comic shops, and just commenting on like the quality of the book, the paper stock, the just the presentation. You know, that first issue has a foil cover and a spot UV cover, just even the standard editions. And so yeah, it's been the feedback has been really good. We have a let's give something away, huh? I have right here, speaking of past collaborations, I have a copy of the Creator Edition of Wailing Blade, signed by both Rich and Joe. This is a special black and white, limited to 125 copies only edition of the first book that you guys collaborated on, which is called Wailing Blade. And what's cool about this one is it has the script, Rich's tight script, side by side with page artwork, so you can sort of really see how it comes together. It also includes the original pitch that that Rich sent over my way, you know, way back when, and so you can sort of see how something comes to life from an original pitch and concept to script to finished inks and Joe's line work. And again, 125 copies of these. It's a 64-page book here, and we're going to give this away. Again, I said so. Here's what I did. I just now updated our backer list and got a list of and we have numbers. Right now, our backer number list goes up to 349. So I'm going to hit the generate button, and we're going to get a random number here. All right, 27. So I'm going to take a quick look and see who that is, and in a sec I will announce that. I don't want to show you guys reveal any personal information of our backers, so I'm going to look that up. But that was 27, right? So I will tell you in a sec who that is. Of course, I have to scroll all the way back to the beginning.
Now, Ty, let me ask you a quick question. I have had so many times I've been in a comic shop, and people hold up a copy of Happy Hill, and then they hold up a copy of, let's just say, X. I'm not throwing shade at anybody, just like other publishing's, bigger publishers' books with it, and they are like comparing it night and day to where like the ComixTribe printing just seems so like genuinely 10 steps, not just a step above, 10 steps above. There's a lot of publishers that put out stuff that feels like it's almost on tissue paper, that it's so thin, yet you get these books that are like unbelievable cover stock, unbelievable inside paper quality. I mean, like, how do you do it? What's the secret magic?
I mean, probably the short answer is we pay more for
Right.
for the cover stock. You know, when the a lot of it, what it comes down to is it's the weight of the paper, and so you know there are some of the bigger publishers that are putting out lots and lots of books. Like even like with the volume that they're putting out, they can save like a significant amount of money just by reducing the paper weight down some, because when you take that times each book times however many that they're printing, you can save a lot by reducing the quality of the paper. The problem is, like, especially on hot days, like something like, I don't know if you've ever had the thing where you walk in the comic shop, you pick up a book and it's a little, it's in the summer, and you put it back and you realize, oh, you just left like a smudge and it's wilting in your hands.
Where your thumb touches it and all of a sudden, like, the heat and oil is almost like, you left a brand on the cover of the book.
It's like sucking.
It's paper, when the paper's thin, it's like it's so saturated with ink, it gets like wavy.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
And I mean, not so much great news for us, but good news for our backers. In fact, the usual paperweight that we use, which is great, it's pretty much it's sort of indie Kickstarter friendly standard. It is actually like no longer available on the market right now, so we have to go like one step above. So the paper quality that we'll be using for the new issue of Happy Hill, for Dig, which is at press right now. I know there's a lot of our backers that are patiently waiting for Dig to come around. That is, it'll be on the slightly higher quality interior paper stock as well. And then the other thing is, a lot of times Marvel and DC will do what are called self covers, where they basically just print the cover on the same stock as what they print the interior pages on. That is also another way that you can save money, but the result is a much flimsier product. And so, we tend to choose paper cover stock that's of a higher quality as well. So,
like I said, ComixTribe is the Bitcoin of comics, right? Like you're investing heavily into the product. But what I'm taking away,
just trying to get those keywords in here.
Yeah. What I'm taking away from this is we want to spend more money on the product to make it the best it could be.
Absolutely. And
it's a good note.
And that's part of the reason why we give stuff away. So backer number 27's name was Marvin Francisco Manuel. He was backing at a physical level, so he's going to get a physical bonus book and his pledge. Thank you, Marvin.
Congratulations. Thanks, Marvin.
All right. So we have some people to shout out in the chat. We have RJC TMT Firehawk, who's watching us over on YouTube. What we love, if you're watching, whether you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, or even there's some people on Twitter that are watching, if you can comment or post or share while you're doing it, that would be awesome. It just helps us reach more people. Also helps us make sure our stream is going out well. So that helps. RJC was asking about more turtle stuff. You got any turtle sketches? Any more turtle sketches kicking around? Joe?
Unfortunately, I do not, but I do have some other sketches that we're going to have something to do with, right? Like, I've dug up some other sketches that I have here. I mean, you tell me what you want to do with them, big boy.
Yeah, you want let's show us what you have here, Joe.
Okay. So first, we're gonna go with it's a small character known as Spiderman.
Spiderman, yeah, Spiderman,
yeah. Peter Spiderman, and it's a 9x12 sketch. That's gonna be one that we're gonna take care of. This is a favorite of mine from a very popular IDW book known as Kanto. We have a Kanto colored sketch here. Every once in a while I do stuff with color. Not that often because I'm not that good at it. Like Rich said before, Christopher Sotomayor saves my ASS every single time I do something with his awesome colors. And then we have this Demon Batman. that we're going to give
Demon
away. Demon Vampire Batman that, not too shabby. Looks pretty good. It's pretty, I mean, Batman's just very versatile. I feel like you can make him do anything. Like Cyber Batman, like, right? Scott Snyder's writing the book on it. All the different types of ways you could look at Batman. So we got those 3 sketches. And we're gonna do some stuff with those tonight. So those are going out to all the backers. Not all. Awesome. I shouldn't say that. We're not all the backers. We're gonna put them out to a select few.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just acknowledging a few more folks that are watching live or tuning in here. Matt Harsha over at YouTube, impatiently waiting for Dig. Yeah, it's we had a bigger than expected order, so the total volume of the order was larger, and then the page count was obviously a 64 page comic, and with this paper shortage, that sort of put us in the unenviable position of like having our book kind of be put aside, because it was sort of like they were like trying to, seeing what orders could come in, how much paper stock they had, what could they actually fit, and you got to print everything all at once. You can't just do it piecemeal, like print 200 at a time, 300 at a time, 1,000 at a time. You got to do it all at once, and so they only this past week have gotten enough paper stock in to get ours in the queue. So we are patiently waiting for it as well, and hopefully, knock on wood, we'll be getting those in the house within the next 2 weeks or so, and shipping them out as soon as they come in. But appreciate your patience.
If Matt is listening, I'd like to ask Matt the question of, did you read the digital book yet, or are you waiting for the physical copy in your hand? I'm so curious, because like, especially when you back things, I myself, especially on Kickstarter, when I get that digital reward, ignore it. Don't look at it, because if I bought the printed thing, I want the printed thing, and I'm willing to put in time and wait for it. And I'm curious if a lot of other people do that.
Yeah, I do that. I mean, I just prefer reading books. And it's not, for me, it's not even about like, can't wait for the story or like, it's like, I just much rather like flip through a book than like scroll through a PDF. I mean, no shade on anybody who prefers PDFs. It's just like for me, like if I know the physical copy's on the way, like, yeah, I'll definitely wait for it.
Yeah. So Joe, I may have to call an audible and just give an automatic giveaway of the of that Batman, because I don't know if you saw RJC's comment here, but he said, let me put it up here. He said, Batman can do anything but hug his parents.
All right, that's amazing. That's amazing.
I feel like that might be worth an upgrade of that sketch.
I was just gonna say to RJC, as an orphan myself, I'll tell you right now, he was the GOAT. You know what I mean? He set the standard.
You spent your whole life trying to.
Yeah.
That's fun.
This entire stream turns into a Batman roast. I love it.
Yeah, where's Jeff Ross when you need him?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, another thing I wanted to draw a little bit of attention to, which is another cool feature about the new issue, and also just something that is coming up from that. It's in local comic shops actually, or in previews right now, and will be in local comic shops later this summer. Is in the back of Happy Hill #3. We've been trying to highlight some bonus books and give you a little bit more bang for your buck. And so there's actually a 8-page story. It's actually a full story, full self-contained story by Alex Cormick from the upcoming anthology called Toddler Apocalypse, which is by George O'Connor and also his co-creator and co-writer Diana Porter. This story is called Don't Touch Me, which is by it was drawn by Alex Cormick with letters from Justin Birch, and it's just like an awesome apocalyptic tale. The concept of Toddler Apocalypse is what if, or is basically that if the apocalypse did come, if the end of days were here, the most annoying thing about it, the worst thing about it, would still be your little children and keeping them in line. And after a pandemic, I think many families and readers can totally resonate with that. So this is coming out from ComixTribe. And you can actually order it right now through your through your local comic shop retailer. You can also get some from George, and we'll have some available as well. But yeah, this was a really cool book. Joe, you did a cover for the Toddler Apocalypse hardcover, right?
Yeah, the hardcover, yes, sir.
Yeah, that was a cool one, a little zombie twist. But yeah, so you'll get this full story added to in the back of your issue of Happy Hill #4.
It's such a good book.
All right, let's see. We got a question from Joe. Let's see, Ira. Ira says he was lucky enough to get a sketch cover last campaign. Will that go out with issue 4 or later? I always prefer the physical aspect of reading. Yeah, how you working through the sketch covers for the last campaign, right, Joe?
Right. Yeah, I have. That's why we didn't offer any this time. I have two done and one more to go. So that's it. My schedule's been a little hectic, especially drawing wise. So that's why, especially this time around, we didn't offer as many me doing stuff, because I draw all the time, but I don't get to show it all the time either. But yeah, we have 2 done. So they'll probably go out, I'd say within a week, because I want to ship them all at the same time.
And those are actually, those will ship direct from Joe, Ira. So like, we're not going to wait for Happy Hill 4 to come in before we ship it out to you. Joe will send it out when it's ready.
I'll send it out. And like anyone who ever orders anything from me, I like to throw a lot of other stuff in there, so people get some surprises. You might hate it. I'm not going to lie. You might hate some stuff, but I throw in sketch cards or a random sketch or signed comic.
Parking tickets, whatever.
But now, once you accept that parcel, Ira, you are responsible for the parking ticket, or maybe a public indecency ticket, whatever the ticket is. Tag you're it. But yeah, no, you're gonna get a whole bunch of stuff in that package.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Jay Burns showed up. He said it was a little lonely over there on Facebook. Yeah. It seems like most of the people watching here are coming in from YouTube right now, which is pretty cool. But I'm not sure why Facebook isn't holding up their end of the bargain.
It's the algorithm.
I mean, I'm trying to say things like fun and Bitcoin and mortgage banker backed.
Yeah.
You know, all the big things that'll get people looking, but who knows?
Metaverse.
This show is for only fans of comic books. That's what I'm trying to get across, YouTube.
Yeah, only fans allowed here.
Only fans allowed of comics.
Yeah. So let's I don't know, let's give something else away here. I have another thing that I want to we were just talking about Dig. So I'm going to give away something sync related. I have a, let's see what we have here. I have some sync enamel pins, and I have a rare black and white with a foil enhanced cover of, sync number 6, which is the black and white edition here. So this is a really cool limited edition. I think we only did in like the 50s of this. There were not a lot of these produced, and you can see it's got like a chromium foil sheen to it, and you've got your enamel pins here. So this will go to another backer. Let me pull up a random number here. Let's see. And I just updated. This one's going to go to 271. Okay. So
wait
again,
hold on. The first one's 27. Now this one is 271.
271. Yeah.
I'm starting to notice some algorithm going on here.
I mean, Google does run this random number generator. It's possible someone is a backer from Google and
And
is
they've hacked
controlling
it.
that.
They've hacked the system. I love it.
But I'm not sure about that. So let me see who that would be. 1 second here. You guys want to talk about other things you have going? Rich, I know you've got a book that's been rocking and rolling, and you've got projects that you're working on. Anything that you can talk about or want to mention?
Yeah, sure. So right now, book I have currently besides Happy Hill is one called The Ocean Will Take Us. It comes out through Aftershock Comics. First 2 issues are already out. Issue number 3 actually drops next week. It's also a horror comic, and it's basically about a group of high school misfits who kind of start digging into what seems like a conspiracy in their school with their swim team using like some sort of performance enhancer, but actually winds up, concerning the entire school, the entire town, with a lot of like horrible and gruesome things living in the ocean. So it's a really fun book. I had a great time writing it. That'll be coming out over the next couple of months. And yeah, then I do have like a bunch of other stuff coming up. A couple that I actually just landed the gigs last week, but I can't really talk about most of it just yet. But like from now until like mid of next year, I'm going to be having stuff like constantly coming out. So it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds good. Can you confirm or deny that your new book also takes place in the same universe as Sea of Sorrows?
No. I think that might have had something to do with why Aftershock liked it. I think they were like, Rich Douek, ocean horror. Yeah, he knows how to do that. But that being said, it's a very, very different book. Like, Sea of Sorrows is kind of set in, the 1920s. It's, everybody on the boat is like kind of an asshole. They all die horribly. Spoilers. Whereas Ocean Will Take Us is a lot more of a kind of like a Breakfast Club or Goonies kind of vibe, where you've got like high school kids going up against a tremendous evil. Like I think it's when I pitched it, my like little kind of like log line, I called it Fast Times at Innsmouth High. Even though it's not a Cthulhu book, that seemed like the best way to kind of describe it.
So yeah, no, I like that. All right, so I got backer number 27, who's going to be taking home an enamel pin set and a rare variant from the Sync franchise.
Wait, 271.
One. Come on,
27.
271.
What did I say?
You said 27.
Dude,
that's
if you
right.
undermine the integrity of this contest, you undo everything.
The last one was 27, right?
Yes.
So this one was 271, right?
Yeah, can't wait to see the next one.
All right,
276. Yeah.
Right. So that's Jim Durig. This was, I believe, someone that may be backing us for the first time, or at least this was his first Happy Hill backing, because he went and grabbed one of our catch-up tiers. And so, while we are promoting the 4th issue, and sort of put we feature the 4th issue on this one, you can grab all 4 issues, and we have a really, you can get 4 issues for $27. That includes U.S. shipping. You'll get one of each of our covers, or if you want to get both of the standard edition covers, you can get all 4 issues for another really good deal. But yeah, we've got plenty of stock. We're ready to get you totally caught up for this series, and we hope you will jump on in and back it and join the Happy Hill crew here. So congrats to Jim.
Congrats, Jim. And RJ and Shane, thank you guys for the kind words about CSRs. I'm glad you both enjoyed it.
Yeah, Shane says Sea of Sorrows is like a 70s horror movie. The comic has a texture to it, and it's dark, good stuff. Hopefully Shane's also checked out the first book in that what I believe will be a trilogy, right? Which is called Road of Bones, also with Alex Cormack. And we are obviously all big fans of Alex, as he is the one half of the Sync team of he's the artist of Sync.
Keeping it all in the family here in ComixTribe.
Yeah, we're an incestuous bunch. That is very true.
Are.
That is very true.
We are. And I'll tell you right now, if anyone's noticing, I'm holding my tongue when the name Alex Cormack is spoken. I was raised, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. But when it comes to Alex Cormack, I got a whole bunch to say. Whole bunch. Everyone knows the worst people in the world come from Vermont. That just goes without saying.
And
but that's it.
Jerry.
That's it.
Alex Cormack.
That's it.
Yeah.
Always saying please and thank you. Always being fast. Delivering deadlines ahead of time. It's obnoxious. He really is.
Jay Burns says, gonna be honest, I backed the first issue, but my LCS started getting them in, and we've been getting the rest from there. However, when that hardcover comes in, I'll be back for that. Yeah, actually, Jay is always sharing and promoting the ComixTribe stuff. So, we love the support any way it comes. And obviously, it's a huge help when you go and reserve at your local comic shop too, because that gets it on your local retailer's radar, encourages them to pick up a few extra copies than they might have otherwise grabbed. So, we however you're able to support the tribe, we feel it and we love it. So
I'm actually kind of nervous about the hardcover, to be honest, because I feel like it started with like the She hardcover is amazing, and then we top that with the Wailing Blade hardcover. I don't know what we're gonna do for this, man. We got to think of something cool.
I know it, and we actually the next hardcover, which will probably come in between when we get around to doing the Happy Hill collected edition hardcover, which again we'll try to set a new bar with that one. But we actually have another book coming up with Ryan K. Lindsay that at first early on in the year I was like, you know what, maybe it's not the time with supply chains and overseas and this, maybe we don't push the envelope, but I got that itch again. I got that itch again to do something cool. And so just got art in for the what will be a sort of die cut foil, another die cut foil enhanced cover. But this will be kind of a unique one. Dragons and Kung Fu. It's going to be really cool. But while I'm speaking of Ryan, I guess I found another one of these limited edition She foil books. These were very limited, and so I'm going to give one of these away right now. Hopefully, my random number generator better not give me
random number generator.
We'll see.
Who's number 279? 279.
Google's watching this. 70. Are you kidding me? I mean, you guys saw that, right?
Oh, I saw it.
Wow. I might have to go play Lotto with.
This is the much less impressive version of what is it? Do you see me? What was that? Do you see me in the dark? What was that thing where it's like a horrible magician?
Now you.
Oh my God! Now you see me. Is that what it is? I don't know, but yes.
So yeah, 71. We'll find out who that is in just a second.
That's amazing.
That's funny. So yeah, if you have any questions about for the guys, for the team, making comics, about this book, about any books, anything past or present, feel free to post those in the comments. We'd love to talk shop with you. The She foil edition actually was won by one of our good friends who just wrapped up his latest Kickstarter, Clay Adams of Fried
awesome.
Comics.
Good for Clay.
Clay is great.
A little
Yep.
extra bonus for Clay. Back
Yeah,
at number
actually-
71.
Did a story in one of Clay's. He had an anthology, Nightmare Theater.
Yes, I do remember that.
I have a story in volume 2. That was a lot of
Nice.
fun.
Again, back to the incestuous nature of friends and comics. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, there's a you couldn't even make it 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon in the world of comics. It's like
No,
there are super spreaders like that you could get where you could connect people in no time at all.
oh, hold on. Let me hit those keywords. So, ComixTribe, the creators of the COVID of comics, where we just spread to everybody. Is that what we want to go for? I don't know, man. Work the algorithm.
Come on, algorithm.
All right, hold on. I have to address Shane Graves. Shane,
Yeah, this is right.
Yeah,
right
I'm
in
gonna
Joe's wheelhouse.
look. I'm trying to stay super positive. Okay. What are our chances? Really good. Elimination games this year were 5-0. Back against the wall, we deliver. So you know what? Yeah, it would have been better to win in 4 or 5, but we want to push every single series to 7 games. I don't care how we get to the cup as long as we get there. I'm getting grayer. Parts of me inside are dying during this time, but I'm still red, white, and blue to the core. So I am going to go, let's go Rangers. And I am believing that if we win the next game, we will win it all. But we'll see.
There you have it. And we also have a basketball game. Celtics up 2-1 on the Warriors. That'll be going down tonight. So we'll be hanging out for another 18 minutes or so and let you guys get out of here for some TV and hang in a little bit. But what I'm hoping to do now is to actually give another thing away. Joe, should we raffle off one of your art pieces?
Yeah, go for it. Whichever one you want. Spidey, Bats, or Kanto. Whichever one you want.
Well, let's do Spidey.
Done.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The most fun of this entire feed is just seeing what this number generator does, because I feel like
17. All right, 27.
Ooh,
Wait, 26.
It's one of my lucky numbers. I
All
like
right.
that. I like it a
We'll
lot.
find out who that is, and I will report back in just a sec.
Okay.
Guys, any book recommendations? Anything you've been reading that's particularly good lately?
I got to be careful because I read stuff that's not out yet when people are very nice and send me PDFs. So I read a really good book by D.B. Andre the other day that was really, really good. I'm really catching up on Once and Future.
Is it you talking about End After End?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, it's announced, so you could talk about it.
Okay, so there we go. I'm a little clueless lately. I've been working a lot and not on socials as much, so I don't know the proper etiquette or the timing for stuff. So yeah, End After End, and it's coming from Vault Comics, I believe, and it is very, very good. Really cool.
Yeah.
So check out that book. I am also catching up on Once and Future and What's the Furthest Place from Here?
Yeah.
Right? That's the title. Yep.
Yeah.
And
both
of those are stellar, even though I don't really have a fondness for Matthew Rosenberg. He's lied to me about candy in the past, and there's certain things you don't lie about. You know what I mean? You don't lie about candy. Number one, like, interpersonal reasons, not cool, but whatever. There's just no such thing as soft nerds. There's not. I'm not gonna bring it up here.
There are now. There weren't when he lied to you about it.
Yeah. So now I'm supposed to believe he somehow has an in with Big Candy. I don't think so, but whatever. And then the other book that I recently checked out that I was like, oh man, is this all sorts of bonkers and enjoyable, was Ryan Otley and Donny Cates' Hulk. Right? Is it just Hulk? It's just Hulk, or is it like, I don't know if there's another.
Yeah.
What is it?
I think it's just Hulk.
Just Hulk. Yeah, and it's, oh man, it's just my kind of comic book insanity. Enjoying it greatly.
Yeah. Let's see. So also What's the Furthest Place for Here is great. And After End was great. I just picked up the collection for John Lees's Hotel.
Oh, that's true.
Great.
Mhm.
The new one?
Horror anthology. Yeah, volume 2 just came out. What else am I reading? That Texas Blood just came back. That's a great book from Image. It's kind of like a like each season. It reminds me a lot of like Fargo, like where it's like, you know, crime with like, you know, certain like it's like there's like the crime and then that's one story, but it's also telling you the story of like the families and the people in the town and stuff like that. So it's really good. It just started up its third arc. Oh yeah, like as far as big 2 stuff goes, my friend Dave Pepos just started with Savage Avengers, and that book's like off the wall crazy and like all the best ways. It's got Conan, it's got Agent Venom, just a lot of fun. Like, you know, Dave just sort of like he's like bringing some of like that kind of like madness back to Marvel, where it's just like, you know, just as wild as you could think it is. It's like, you know, let's do it.
Like, yeah, the old school, just grab your toy, grab whatever toys are on the shelf and play with them. Like this is that's my son is now at the age where like it's like, all right, what do you want to do, buddy? And he's like, let's do Paw Patrol, Transformers, Octonauts, team up. And they're going to be battling the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World. And it's like, yes, that is my boy.
Yeah. That's the fun of it, man. Like, I can't tell you, like, again, just about kids. I mean, I don't want to announce anything, but my girls have a thing with me that they're like, we want to do a book with you again, Dad. Like we did that, you know, you did that kids book for us. We want to do another book. So they're like, we've really thought about it. And I'm going to give the name away here. Okay. Now, these are 2. I have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. And the book they want to work on is called Murder Fart. That is the name of the book. Okay. I'm not going to give away anything else except for the fact that Murder Fart, the gas that kills, will probably be on the Disney Channel before long.
Well, I know who they're going to dedicate the book to. That's no secret.
Yeah, you go with a special call out to my dad for all the inspiration.
So Ira has a question for you, Joe. He said, Joe, I've been getting back into drawing the last few months. Any tips for battling that frustration when you mess something up you have a lot of time in?
Yeah, normally when I like Ira, you kind of got to give me a little bit more. Like, what do you mean when you mess up? Because every drawing is its own thing. Like, to be honest with you, the best thing I ever did was stop meandering and stop overthinking everything and just move on to the next panel, the next page, the next image, whatever it is. So if you're doing pages, then just get past it, because guess what? You're going to learn. It's all a learning curve. And even now I'm churning out pages that, all right, I'm not crazy about one panel on the page, but you know what? The mistake I made there, I then kind of fix, you know, like 2 or 3 panels later or 2 or 3 pages later. So it's just like anything else. It's repetition, get in your reps, get all that bad drawing out, and it's okay. But like mistakes can also mean like your perspective was off, or the angle was off, or the storytelling's not quite there. And that's all part of like, you know, the process of learning how to get better. Okay. Like I tell you, I could look at every one of my things, and Tyler and Rich will both tell you I'm the most confident salesman, but the most brutal art critic of myself, where I'm like, oh, I stink, I suck, I can't do this, I can't do that. Excuse me. And I think it's just like, you know, take your 20 lashes, but then give yourself a little bit of a break too, because sometimes the best thing is to walk away. And I never used to do that. I always used to take it like, if I was having a bad time with a page or a panel, I would literally in my head hear Rocky music, and I'm like, nope, I'm gonna get through this, and I'm gonna draw 9,000 windows, and I'm gonna save it with detail. And now I just take a break. I just go walk the dog. I go, you know, go do something else, because sometimes that mental frustration is the block itself. You walk away, you get away from the table or the tablet or whatever you're drawing on, and just give your mind a second to kind of readjust. You come back and you're going to be way better for it. So stick with it, dude. I hope it goes better.
Yeah. And I'm also, you know, back in when I was first drawing and sort of learning this thing, like it never really dawned on me that like there were other options in terms of drawing versus just like I've got my sheet of paper and you work on it until it's done. Like I mean, when I was very young, like drawing, and I would literally have some pages where like, oh crap, I've erased this thing so much, like the paper itself goes off. So one thing that a lot of artists do, and I know you do and have done in the past, Joe, is you know, you actually lean into the mistakes, draw in pen for your under drawings, right?
Right.
Like you've done that in past, and then you sort of find it, and then you'll go and you'll use like a tool like a light box to, after you've sort of figured it out, to get it better. So like that, I think that's another way. Like if you're trying to like take a sketchbook page and take it from start to all the way to finish and expect to never mess up, that's actually, you know, probably might be holding you back, because part of drawing is like, it's a little bit like, you know, working with clay. You just got to kind of chip away at it, right?
And to be honest, I've actually removed a part of, I used to do like a small, tiny, like maybe 2-inch by 3-inch layout, then blow it up, then really work out the dynamics, the anatomy, the perspective, the whatever. And then what I ended up doing now is I kind of do the tight layout, then I go right to penciling on the board. Because with that tight layout, I have everything I need. And then all the mistakes can happen now in pencil, because I have that confidence that I've drawn enough that I don't need as much, even though I do use graph paper, because I'm sure it's some quasi-part OCD. But I do it, and now I have so many happy mistakes that happen with the pencil because I'm just doing different things, and that I start to feel a little bit more confident, or just less given a crap, and I just want to see where it'll go. So, I mean, you know, I think it just really comes down to repetition. So hopefully, you know, again, what works for me might not work for you, but I hope that little bit of information helps you.
Very cool. All right, I want to give another something away here. What I have in my hand right now is a copy of the Red 10 Volume 1. This is a superhero murder mystery that I wrote, and Cesar Feliciano drew it. We got covers by the awesome C.P. Wilson, and I'm also going to throw in a limited edition Oxymoron minifig. Yeah, love doing these minifigs. So
I saw a little baggie coming up, and I was like, "Where is this going?"
Yeah, this
show.
Do we have a bid? Yeah, we're getting in trouble. We're getting in trouble. Any guesses on the number that we're going to get here?
You know what? I'm going 70. No, I'm going to go 65.
65. All right, here we go.
Rich, you're not giving a number?
239.
Way off. Way off.
All right, I'll find out who that is. Looks like a lot of there's a lot of love for Murder Fart, Joe.
I'm telling you.
You may want to hurry up and grab that URL.
Yeah, I feel very confident about it. I probably shouldn't have said anything. But again, we're going to edit this. So we're going to edit the Murder Fart part out. And that's it.
So
I'll tell you guys offline what the actual premise is. And I'm not going to lie. I laughed so hard. I was like, that's fantastic.
Joe's kids are pretty hilarious. Tell them about the April Fool's Day joke, Joe.
Which one? We've had like
what was the picture you sent or whatever of like the some with the shoes on the stairs or something? What was that?
Oh yeah. So my kids, like, you know, my wife gets up with the kids in the morning earlier than me. Then I get up, and then they come running to me, and they're like, "Oh my God, Dad, there must be a leak somewhere. There's water running down the stairs." To which I'm like half asleep, and I come running out, and literally they put their sneakers like as if it's like 1 foot, like, all the way down the stairs going upstairs with bottles of water in each one of them. And I was like, "That's pretty dang good." I was like, "That is pretty damn good, kid."
Nice one. Yeah. So 239. That is Magnus Emelson. So Magnus is getting hooked up with a pledge upgrade for the Red 10. Awesome. Thank you, Magnus. All right. Couple more. Tommy says Joey loved your print from Nightmare Fuel.
Oh, that's Fraser Campbell's book, right?
Fraser's book, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I actually think I still have the original. I might have the original art here. Let's see. I am in my office. My office that I refused to paint the walls of yet. Let's see. Yeah, dude, that was really, really fun. Fraser's a buddy. He's one of the best. He's good people.
That's a fun book there, Nightmare Fuel.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's something that Murder Fart could be a spin-off of. Nightmare Fuel and Murder Fart, like have a crossover.
I think that's what gives you the murder farts is you drink.
Look, I know you want. I know already. I can hear the co-writing credit that you want. It's not happening right now, Rich. Okay, I get it.
Speaking of crossovers, Jay says Oxymoron versus Dig would be the ultimate crossover. Yeah,
it would be awesome.
I like that. I think I'm pretty sure somebody has done at least a sketch of Oxymoron versus Dig.
So there's the cover.
Yeah, that looks dope.
The one really cool thing about Happy Hill is that it's gotten me using a lot more black in my artwork, which is something that I never had the kind of, I don't want to say the huevos, but I didn't have the like I just didn't have the confidence to do it as much, but now I do. So I feel a little bit better with it.
Yeah.
And then here, like, let's see. I don't want to give too much away, but I'll pull out. I mean, we do know. I mean, I'm looking at the page that shows you what the woodsman looks like under his mask, but we can't give that away. That can't be given away just yet. Get so many pages here. Let's see. Well, I'll give you the build-up one. So this is Happy Hill number 5, and this is right here. We have Mackenzie and Wyatt talking. And then she's having a little flashback of when she went and saved her dad from the woodsman. And then right here, we have it where we see her come running back, whack the woodsman in the head. And then woodsman looks like he's down. The mask is completely off. And then they see exactly what he looks like. And that's all I can say for now. But I will say this. It's not good. You wear a mask for a reason. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You're not going to be having him over for cocktails anytime soon.
Yeah.
Happy Hill number 5 is in here.
Yeah. So, and the cool thing is Happy 5 is going to be hot on the heels of this issue. So you will not have to wait long for this journey to continue. So we're coming up on the hour. We're promising to not stay too much longer. We've picked up a few backers, getting super close to 350 now. So hopefully we'll be able to get there by midnight. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Joe, you want to give away that? What was the third one? The third.
Spider-Man, Batman, and Kanto.
Yeah, let's do the Kanto.
Go for it.
All right.
Hold on, Rich. You have yet to take a guess. Give a guess for the number.
7. Maybe it'll be in the same.
And to tie this back up, are you ready? Mm-hmm. If the number is even, the Rangers will tie the series evenly tomorrow night. So go ahead.
So I just I had to increase the backer number since we picked up a couple of backers while we're on live here, which is awesome. Let's generate this bad boy.
I'm going 96. 9. Oh, I had 9. Damn it, the Rangers are going to lose. Damn it.
All right.
All right.
I will figure out who that is. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, Joe, you want to just wrap up with some thanks for the backers and just anything else you want to say to the folks?
Please, thank you so much. And I appreciate everyone that backs. I appreciate everyone, even though I've been sparse at going to conventions recently. I can't tell you how many people came up to me the last show I was at, which was New York Comic Con, which is that long ago, and how many people were so intelligent on the book. They were really praising the work that Hassan's doing, and it's tremendous lettering. Really invested in the story Rich and I are telling. Really complimentary of Chris Sotomayor's colors and what he brings to the world in that book, and also really complimentary of Tyler and ComixTribe and how they print the book and make it really just head and shoulders above the rest of the things on the stands. Like, it's just a beautiful package altogether. So we appreciate everyone that's jumping in. And if you haven't jumped in, what is your malfunction? This is a story you're going to want to read. It's going to be fun. It's going to be scary. It's going to have tons of little things that you're going to, you know, pick up on and have fun with. So if my Minnie Mouse meets Joe Pesci voice is the one that you have to hear screaming out into the distance, buy this book, then so be it. But please check it out. I guarantee you, you'll have a great time from cover to cover.
Absolutely. And so we want to congratulate Tom Streck, who is the winner of that one. So congrats, Tom. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of the 345 now backers that are making this book possible. Let's keep it going. Add a few more before the clock runs out. We hope everybody has a great weekend, a great start to the weekend, a great start to the summer. And we look forward to putting another great ComixTribe book in your hands. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Rich,
everybody.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you so much. And we'll see you on Kickstarter and beyond there. Take care, everybody.
Peace.